of the jokes in King of the Hill I don't really get because I'm not American. Like, I'm never quite sure when they're making fun of something by making, like, an outlandish thing, or when they're doing something real that just seems outlandish. Like, there was an episode recently where they were doing, like, a high school sports thing, and they were treating it like professional sports, and there was something called a booster club. And I was like, this is kind of funny. It's like they're treating this like it's, you know, a full league of sports, or even like college sports in America, but it's high school. That's kind of a wacky way to take it. And then I looked it up and it was real. And I was like, fuck me, what? So, you know, I never quite know. Also, the whole thing about the flags, they're always saluting the flags. I do have enough points for end stream redemption if this gets too cursed. I don't know what we're going to do today. I haven't decided. Just going to play some House Rover. It might be just like really relaxed and nice. I still haven't eaten my bourbon cream. It's quite dry. I'm putting down my bourbon cream. They're better with tea. And we're in the game. We're in House Flipper 2. Nice and relaxing. I went through and dimmed all the lights a couple of sessions ago, and it's just nice. Like those rum candies. I don't know what that is. I've never had rum, either. I've never had most alcohol. I had a gin and tonic. Like a full gin and tonic for the first time at a wedding recently. And a glass of Prosecco, and that was it. But my dad... We were at a wedding of one of my cousins, and they shuffled everybody in and said... It's a free bar for the next, like, 3 hours. Drink as much as you possibly can. It's a unlimited free bar. And they just started piling out gin and tonics. And my dad, who is a gin fiend, came over to me about, like, half an hour later, because we just, like, split up and were, like, walking around and talking to people. Came over to me and my partner Emma about half an hour later and said, I've had 7 gin and tonics. You have to have one. They're amazing. And I was like, how can you fucking stand? You've had 7 gin and tonics. It's been half an hour. Are you in trouble? Meanwhile, my mum was like, I've had so much Prosecco, I'm gonna collapse soon. So I went, fine, I will try one of each if you'll leave me alone. And they were like, yes, please. Must release some scenes having a free bar. So mum coded, exactly. So I was like, fine, whatever. But... I mean, they didn't do anything to me, and I guess I prefer the Prosecco. I wasn't a huge fan of the gin and tonic. Gin, I don't know. I think the nicest alcohol I've had, not that I've really had many alcohols, is when I tried some whiskey once. Whiskey was nice. And then everything else, maybe like a red wine, I don't know. I can't stand gin, I get it. It's quite chemically and floral. Tastes a little bit like somebody spilled cleaning chemicals into it. But I also say that about Dr. Pepper, so... You know, a pinch of salt. I guess we'll go to a house, or we'll go buy a house, or whatever, instead of just standing around. What are the houses for sale? We've got an old marketplace. We've got a seaside resort. We've got a summer house with a pool. A small theatre. And the alligator bar. Let's get the alligator bar. Let's make like a quaint, nice pub. It'll be nice and wholesome. The alligator doesn't really sound very wholesome. This property used to be an enigmatic alligator-themed restaurant, but it wasn't popular among the locals, so the owner had to close it down and put it up for sale. Now it's available to purchase in all its glory. Spacious rooms, a big garden, and of course the alligators, which are fake, by the way. Sorry, I have to do my radio voice for this. This property used to be an enigmatic alligator-themed restaurant. I sometimes have to do ad reads, and it makes me feel sick. Go to the house. Name of pub? I don't know. What's like... maybe we'll make like a British pub. Big Jim's. I don't know what pubs are called. They're all called like the fucking... The Lion's Head. The Nag's Head. The Big Bosher. God, this is disgusting. Oh, it's so tacky. I would never go here. The Bosch in arms. This is absolutely fucking disgusting. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. Sell this shit now. Let's make a nice, quaint English pub full of racism and warm beer. It's like a Gators Dockside restaurant. Is that like a chain? I honestly don't know. Don't get rid of all the ivy. We want some here. Just for fashion, basically. The cow farm. Oh, I had a dream the other night. And this is fucked. It shows how much doing these shows like on YouTube and Twitch is affecting my brain. I had a nightmare the other night where I woke up and my manager had texted me saying, "Hey, we saw like a stream or something you did on YouTube where you were making some sort of like what seemed to be like a pedophile ring on House Flipper." And I went, oh god, I'm gonna get fired. And then I woke up and I was like, nah, everything's fine. But it was genuinely like, oh god, what have I done? Why did I think that was a good idea at the time? Let's duplicate that quickly. Lovely. What a dream. That looks about right. Good. Wait, can I even clean these? Are they just filth? They're just filthed. Alright, we'll sell all these off. And who broke glass here? It's disgusting. Also, I don't really like how these are very blocky, but we might put some stuff there. Why did you, though? It was a satire on the foster care system. But I wouldn't want to explain that in a professional meeting. Let's clean up the outside. I mean, this kind of looks like the random streets I pass outside pubs, right? Full of filth. Well, at least they have bins. Who has a yellow bin? I've never seen a yellow bin in real life. Maybe it's an American thing. I don't think this game is American. Where is this game from? I've never checked, but it has baffling accents. Probably recycling. The world is so strange outside of my country. It's blue here. All that. Who's cycling to the pub? I guess this is like a bar. Is it like a different connotation in America? Or we'll assume this is in America. I mean, look at these streets. Like, do families go to bars? Or do you just, like, take a pleasant bike ride to the pub? That's not really the vibe here. Let's sell this table. This is disgusting. Ugh, the crying orphan. Made in Poland, apparently. Oh! You can tell that a lot of the accents are like somebody with English not as a first language speaking English, sometimes even phonetically. So I imagine they were somewhere around there. I would have guessed Czech. I don't know why. This gives me Czech energy. But it's all Central Europe. My mum used to take me to a couple of different pubs when I was a kid growing up. I mean, you would... Like, the stereotype here is that you'd sometimes see a kid in a pub, but they'd be, like, horribly depressed eating crisps in the corner while the adults got pissed. That's, like, the joke here, basically. Put it in the bin. Or not. Put in bin. There we go. Like, they'd give you a pack of potatoes and sit you in the corner while you were just kind of wishing you were home. This never happened to me, by the way. My parents would just go out. I got to sit in the car with crisps. Oh! Anytime I smell cigarettes, I remember sitting at the bar with an appetizer and a packet of salt and vinegar crisps. See, it's a thing. I was never like this because my parents... I don't know, is this okay to say? Basically, from the age of like 8, my parents were like, you'll be fine on your own for a bit. Also, they didn't go that much. Back when they used to have smoking rooms. See, I don't remember that at all. I mean, when did they bring in the smoking ban? Like 04? I would have been 8. I have no memories from pre-that. It seems like a wild existence. I think we're good here. I can't sell these bins, which is very annoying. Can I pick them up? Oh, put your bins up right, you slobs. I think it was around 2.7 in the UK. Really? It might have been '07 here. I imagine, like, this is the thing with Irish laws, is that we tend to follow yours a lot. The smoking area in a pub was literally no separation from the rest of the room. Again, I was watching King of the Hill, and I was like, man, the past is a different country, because they went into a restaurant at one point and were offered smoking or non-smoking seats, and I had to turn to Emma and ask, is that real? Was that a thing that happened? She was like, yes. You're slightly too young to remember. And I was like, wow, tell me more of the old times. And then she got mad. Ooh, what's that? I'm keeping this painting. That's kind of nice. But I'm selling this techie shit. There we go. Any more horrible little lights around? No. We'll keep these lights. I went to a gig in Manchester a few years ago and the hotel allowed smoking. Entirely illegally. We left after the gig. The hotel was that gross. Smoking areas are so rare nowadays in airports that I'm so glad when I do see them, then immediately regret going into them. That's the thing. I get the vibe that even smokers were like, yeah, the ban's probably a good thing. Because it just makes everywhere kind of disgusting when people smoke. I'm keeping some of these paintings. They are actually not bad. Like, I don't mind the smell of cigarettes, but it's like old cigarettes is the problem, right? When you get an old cigarette smell, or like if you get into a car of a smoker or something like that, you go, Like, my nana still smokes occasionally. She's moved mostly over to vapes, but she does still occasionally smoke cigarettes. And I was like, oh, it's kind of nice, actually. I never understood eating and smoking at the same time, and I smoked cigarettes for 14 years. I do find it cute when smokers huddle in their little corners like, sorry, everyone. It's like that episode of the IT Crowd, made by Hatsune Miku. Let's just go over to the bin again. We'll just be cleaning for a bit now. It'll be nice. I like cleaning. Oh, my office is so clean right now. Oh, it's amazing. I have, like, nice, clean new frames. I took off all of my posters in my office because I had just wall art on the walls that was just kind of slightly ragged and very studenty. And I took it off, and the nicer ones I actually bought nice, like, wood and glass frames for and hung them back up. I, like, mounted the mirror properly. Oh, it's just nice now. It's so clean looking. I love things to be clean. I love cleaning, especially if it was as satisfying as this in real life. God, it's filthy in here. Will the pub be non-smoking or encouraged? Let's say there'll be a smoking room. I'm going to put a smoking area in this pub. Maybe it's a shade, I don't know. Whatever, we'll clear those up later. I did notice you'd get absolutely outraged at the household detritus throughout Chibi Robo. You ate something and now crumbs exist, you bastards. I don't like it. It upsets me to no end. I'm gonna have to sell all of this, aren't I? And I hate these twee little barrels and stuff. Like, I think all of these are scuffed beyond repair. And look at the wallpaper. It's absolutely disgusting in here. I'm gonna have to look up pictures of what, like, the Queen Vic looks like. Is that a thing? Have I gotten it right? What's it called? The one from EastEnders? Or is that the one from Coronation Street? All the same fucking show. This is how it starts, Dreya. Next thing you're gonna be saying back in the day and complaining about your back. I'm approaching 30. I'm getting there. Why is this not dumping? Dump! Oh, fuck me. Gonna end up making a Weatherspoons. No! I've been in a Weatherspoons once. Because some acquaintances, I didn't really have college friends, but some acquaintances when I was in college were like, let's go out to a bar and get some food. And they brought me to a Weatherspoons. And I was like, Weatherspoons? And they were like, yeah, we know, but it is really cheap. I was like, oh god, fine, I'll sit here. Although, you know what? A lot of people have to be lying about their distaste for Weatherspoons because they're still open and doing well, right? The pub from Only Fools and Horses? Oh no. The Nag's Head. They're all called that. Fuck me, that's grim. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for, though. Christ. I mean, like, we've all known people probably older than me and older than my parents, but people who would just kind of spend all day there. they just wouldn't leave the pub. It just makes me feel sad. I mean, in a way, it's nice because there's a certain aspect of community to it, right? Where if you have a pub, you have like a set group of friends and they're always around and you know where to meet up and stuff like that, and there's this like communal aspect to it, a bit like a church basically, but for pissheads. There's always a couple of regulars in the bar scene. Why would you? The pub has everything. It's got KP nuts and probably those like scampy fries. Like a sitcom friend group. I'm keeping that chandelier because it's awful. Do we even want a TV? It's a TV, but it's gonna be weirdly high and it's exclusively gonna be playing like fucking Ladbrokes ads. Or here it'll be Paddy Power. Do you have Paddy Power in Britain? We'll be playing Paddy Power ads. Ugh. Sky Sports rolling news. Oh! Just people standing here with their hands behind their back, just gazing at it. We need a refill on the nuts, by the way. Let's sell all this stuff. Lovely. They're not going to make food in this pub. It's a pub. I've never really understood the gastropub thing. I know it's because people stopped drinking as much, but like... it's never as nice as a restaurant. I guess it's like ultra casual. Paddy Power are fucking everywhere here as well. Oh no. Are they even Irish? I mean, the name is stereotypical as fuck Irish, but it might not be Irish. I just assumed it was. They're like the manifestation of Irish stereotypes. I've said this before, right? That when I was a small child, I would pass the local bookies in my town, and it said bookmakers outside, and I used to think that it was where, like, little old men bound books in leather, and, like, made sure all the pages were even, and, like, stamped them together and stuff, and I was like, oh, that sounds lovely. Then my parents had to be like, no, I'm sorry, no, that's not what it's like. Don't look in those windows. You'll see some very depressed faces. Clean up the kitchen, lovely. Pubs are in trouble as a concept in England now, so the headlines lambast, mostly because Gen Z, etc. are like, nah, you're alright. It's all your weed vapes now with the youth, right? Although, no, like, when I was in college, they were all Gen Z, and they were all, like, because I was the oldest one there, usually. So I went back as a slightly mature student. And they were all smoking rollies and going to spoons. So they're still around, I'm sure, maybe just less of them. We have a couple of Irish pubs here called weird shit like O'Shucks and Finnegan's Green. Oh, God. All the pubs here are just like a man's first name. Like, there's a pub in my town called Bertie's. And a pub in my town called, like, JD's. Which is just like, you know, the guy's name who owns it. You don't really get punny names for pubs here. That's a very weird concept. Tim. I guess there's one called the Imperial, the Old Imperial. Piss trough mandatory at this pub. Yes, if I can get a piss trough, I could craft a piss trough. The only one I could recall is the Irish Rover. Oh, I think you'd be beaten to death if you tried to open one called that here. Piss troughs as far as the eye can see. God, why is the piss trough a thing? I know it's probably cheap, but the cheapness of the piss trough can't outweigh how disgusting the piss trough is, right? Where England has Irish pubs, does Ireland have English pubs, which is just normal except messier and no one cooks the chips and the landlord beats his wife? No, I would say if you tried to open something labelled an English-style pub here, it would get burned to the ground. For probably obvious reasons. But, in Spain, there's a lot. Like, where my parents are, there's a lot of English pubs, and they're all called, like, Maggie Mae's Fish and Chips Pub. And it's like, you just go in and it's like English flags hanging everywhere. They give you, like, rancid fish and chips every 5 minutes. That's very depressing. Miss Tilly's Fish and Chips Bar! They don't go to those places. And nobody should. Very localized troubles. The Empire was built on the piss trough. Are people of the vaginal persuasion, are they aware of the piss trough? Like, has this been explained to them? God, I hate these bins. Yes. Festivals, pubs, that kind of area. We didn't win Waterloo, 2 World Wars and a World Cup without the piss trough. If I type in piss trough into Google Images, it's going to come up with pornography, so I'm hesitant. Those woomos who are nonsense you hate. You know, those woomos. They don't know what a piss trough is, innit? Probably not. Probably busy talking about their time of the month, eh, lads? If there's a ladies' equivalent to the piss trough, probably not, because it's all stalls, right? The piss trough is a secret only to those that know. Am I going to have to replace all these doors, do we think? Hang on. Like, can I tidy up this door by changing the style? Yes, I can. Okay. What's a disgusting old pub door? That. Very much that. Copy that style. There we go, lovely. And all this here as well. Well, it can't be green either. Can't be fucking voting next to the slags. A squat tub. Now that's pornography. Somebody's gonna get off to that idea. It's like a big trough. A big circular trough that they all squat over. And then, for some reason, more faces in the middle of it. I'll post the piss trough I saw recently for you. Oh, goody. I love that that's my chat. Other people like, oh, I posted some delicious food in the chat. It's my chat. I saw a piss trough earlier. Change style. Over here. Make it this one, this horrible one here. Give me a windowsill as well. We deserve a windowsill. There we go. Copy that style. Copy it there. Copy it there. Good. A piss chair. If you had a normie chat and you had to disguise your true nature, you'd be unhappy. I guess that's fair. This is already a pretty good, horrible toilet. I'm debating leaving some of the stains. All the ceilings have to be yellow. You know what? I like this wallpaper. It's horrible. Fine surface finish. Drab green. I want it to be a drab yellow, maybe? Like that? Maybe even a faded yellow. Like, drab yellow. Olive. Olive is good. Put that wallpaper everywhere. I saw it and genuinely thought of you. Oh. That's a fucking toilet. Don't need to be fancy, does it? You just need to piss in there. What, you want a fancy piss, do you? You fucking French. This is what English people sound like in my head. I'm sure it's really accurate. I don't know why I'm doing the surfaces already. We still have lots to clean. I just... inspiration struck. There we go. Lovely. Lovely, innit? Oh, it's so lovely! I imagine Peter Stringfellow's toilet. Well, speaking of, I think we can get a really disgusting pervert toilet. Not like the piss one that we mentioned earlier. If I go bathroom fixtures, there we go. Oh, it's lovely, innit? The new Bake Off series, I can't help but think you'd find the accents inherently hilarious. I mean, a lot of English accents are. Oh, this is so gross and tight. Oh no, the sleaze. Look, if you don't like it, love, you don't have to piss in there. We're not forcing ya. I think I'm going to get one of the corner sinks just to make it really awful. This one. Here we go. Just to make it really unpleasant, you have to kind of squish past the dryer. Put that right there. I don't want to piss in here. That's absolutely awful. Check out the piss trough in Discord. There we go. Fine. Where's the piss trough? Going over to my Discord, into memes. Fuck me, that is absolutely horrible. And that is makeable in... There we go, hang on. That is makeable in House Flipper, isn't it? The sad thing is, yes, I do want to see. What a disgusting species we are. What a horrible... And it's the penist that are the problem here. Like, look, we looked at that and went, yeah, that'll do for us. What a fucking disaster. That's a primo trough. Oh, reminds me of school. Wouldn't you just piss all over your shoes? You're all seeing the wet footprints in the ground, right? The answer is self-explanatory there, yes. The fact that it's not curved or anything, so it will splash back at you, and it's just plain it's going to get everywhere. There is wet footprints. If you know a penist individual who goes to places with this trough system, they have piss-covered shoes. Look at the little step up to the trough as well, like it's a little plinth. It's absolutely horrible. Right, fine, we'll go back to the game. Well, this is kind of looking okay. But you know what it does need is carpet, so we'll get back to that later. We'll finish that off. Oh, we need a door. Hang on. This door can do for now.
What's that got to do with my knob?
Come on, slot in. Slot. Slot, you fucker. I need to, like, change the window style. No windowsill. Then copy this door. There we go. Oh, lovely. It's much more practical to have a penis. Yes, but at what cost? It is. Like, I wouldn't want to have a vagina. Like, it just seems like a nightmare, to be honest. It produces so much stuff. Like, babies, slime, blood. Like, the penis is so low maintenance. I don't want to deal with it, man. Not worth it having a penis. I would like this to be an even darker shade of horrible green, like that. And then go back a little bit. What cup pattern do we want? What's a disgusting cup pattern for this kitchen? It just doesn't seem fun. Versailles, honeycomb. Honestly, just the standard squares seems alright. Let's make them, like, slightly off. No, I can't rotate them much. That's fine. Buy them. That's better. Look at that. Oh, it's lovely. I mean, we might tear down some of these walls later, but I'm just getting an eye for what's going to happen here. Like a uterus, fuck that shit. Vagina, very cool. I read that basically like a Trump tweet. Outraged they have to stop playing their Cockney renditions of The Problem with Foreigners is... I'm gonna love this pub. Let's put it all the way up here, just in case the piss trough, you know, people don't wipe their feet. We're gonna need the carpet just so that they can wipe their feet on the way out. Looks like a map from 007 GoldenEye with the walls. It's horrible. Okay, oh, need one more here, and we need to do the windowsills as well, obviously. We're not populating this yet, and we might make some changes, but we're just gonna do the very basics. Fully carpeted piss drop room. Yep! We have to. It's authentic, innit? It's bloody authentic. Surface finishes. Give me carpet tiles. Fluffy carpet. Fluffy, what's in a pot? Brown, really, right? Give me like a fluffy brown carpet. Faded brown carpet. Oh, no, that's a kitchen. Yes! Doing the when Harry met Sally, like, orgasm in the restaurant scene, but when I see some authentic brown carpet. Yes! Okay, now this is a fucking kitchen. Also, surface finishes. I need some yellow paint. Yellow paint vibrant. Yellow paint faded. And make it even more faded like that. Basically, we want it like smoke stained. Like before the smoking ban, they were fucking living it up in here. That's perfect! This used to be white. It's not anymore. Also, get those LED strips off. This is going to have some old yellow bulbs in it. This pub has a shit atmosphere. Tear it up, boys. Just for that authentic feeling, we need to get like 15 smokers in to just kind of sit here and smoke a whole pack. I don't know how much a pack of cigarettes is. I'm going to say 20 cigarettes in a pack. Now wallpaper. What wallpaper looks nice? Houndstooth no, not stairs. Are you insane? Wallpaper. What would an old cockney thinks look nice? I can speak. Flower stamps, maybe? Stairs? Floral wallpaper like that would be good. Nothing geometric or fancy. We ain't the fucking Ritz, as we. 16 if it's a pack bought from a pub vending machine. I know this, it was 20 a pack for like 17 quid last time I checked. Fuck me, that's expensive. Oh my god. Maybe like gingham. 1 second. Can we change the rotation and the size? Maybe like that. And then color 1. Change it to like a... change it there. Color 1. Like a faded pink or something. 25 quid for a 30-gram pouch of rolling tobacco. I'm so glad I don't smoke. Like, I'm sure I have other vices if I could think of them, but I'm so glad I don't smoke. It seems like a fucking nightmare. Oh. Doesn't this just take you back? It doesn't for me, because I'm not ancient, but it looks good. Trains need a classic steam train picture on the walls. I'll see if I can find one. We can do custom photos, can't we? I forgot about that. That'll be the sign, I suppose. I'm watching you right before work. I hope your day is less miserable than my morning. Back when I smoked, I could get 25 grams for like 6 or 7. It's like people discussing drug deals, which I suppose it is on a technical level. I have family members that smoke, I just never asked them about this stuff. My granddad used to smoke very profusely, but stopped because he always had lung problems and asthma and stuff like that. So it was like, at one point he was like, why am I doing this? So quit. And he's the only person I know, I imagine his smoker friends were like, I hate you. Because he just stopped. He just went, oh, I'm not smoking anymore. And then everybody went, oh, that'll be hard. And then he just never smoked again. And it was like, we asked him about it and he was like, yeah, it was fine. I just stopped. Wasn't a big deal. This is going fine. Can I change that as well? Good. Good, good, good. All these windowsills here. Good and good. It's kind of approaching what looks like a pub, right? It's not too bad. There should be clocks everywhere. Oh, maybe we should do like the casino thing where you don't tell the time anywhere in the actual casino, because then people will leave. So you just have kind of, you know... I don't smoke, but one stream a few months back, Dreya went on a hypothetical gaslight a kid into trying a cigarette stick, and it made me crave cigarettes. You look cool if you smoke. I'm sorry to break the seal on that, but like, it's obvious you look cool if you smoke. Nobody looks less cool smoking. Meanwhile, like, whenever somebody pulls out a vape, it might be healthier, it might not. It looks shit. Like, you look like a fucking lame Reddit nerd if you vape. Nobody's ever managed to look cool vaping. I don't think anyone could. You could get Humphrey Bogart and give him a vape and I'd want to bully him. Just roll over the keyboard and you can roll at least once more. Oh god, that's disgusting. I got a new keyboard and I'm trying so hard to keep it clean. I did just eat half a bourbon biscuit at my desk, which is not ideal, but it looks flawless right now. Oh, there's more central. You know this spins at the rate of like a dying hamster in a wheel. Provides no air conditioning whatsoever. That's how I want it. That's perfect. Good. This tile is absolutely disgusting. I actually kind of want to keep it. But maybe more carpeting? I don't know. The blue's kind of okay. What is this room? Maybe this should be the kitchen. I don't know. This can be the smoking area, maybe. And this can be... maybe the kitchen, because it goes out here. They're not going to be... all you're going to get in here is fucking microwaved beans and maybe a toasty. You're not going to get anything good in here. That would be ridiculous to expect. We're taking out this, like, Michelin star. Oh, we're actually a gastropub now, love? None of that fucking nonsense. This wallpaper is absolutely disgusting. I might keep this along one wall. Really horrible. I've redecorated my workspace and have it very clean and nice now, but I just know it won't last. Yeah, like, my workspace is quite nice right now, but I'm not sure how long it'll go on for. Material, radial. Oh, it's just like paint and rough plaster. Okay. What if we do some more wallpaper? What's a... like a pub wallpaper? Yeah. Versailles. Because it's fancy, innit? Oh, it's really fancy in here. This has to be a pub that's on Uber Eats or the like, but very begrudgingly everyone wants to send food out due to the English work ethic. You need to make a patch of carpets that's completely different from the rest of us. They needed to make a repair. They just went to fucking B&Q and got the cheapest carpet tiles possible. We're like, that'll do. Nobody's gonna be fucking looking at it, are they? Gonna be fucking pissed on Carling, innit? Do people actually drink Carling, or is that a joke? Oh, it's fucking horrible. That's really bad. I think we need some skirting boards. We need some, like, wooden siding. Just to complete the look. Just get all this done. Wonderful. This is the finicky bits that you have to make sure about. I had curtains in my room that kind of look like this wallpaper and it gave me nightmares. I don't think I've ever had wallpaper in a room because I'm not from the 1970s. Sorry to reference Reddit, but every so often you do see posts where people from overseas comment on the English work ethic, entirely honestly from an outsider's point of view, and you never see English people so defensive. Everyone should strive for like a French work ethic, where it's like, if you do not give me cheese, I will burn the office. That is my best attempt at an accent. Fuck, that's bad. Over here, get the window thing again. Because these windows should not be green, that's disgusting. Green window frames. In more Britain. You a nonce. Sorry. Copy this time as well over here. Lovely. It's going well. Surfboards. The average British person at a pub has never fucking seen the sea. Outside of going to, like, Brighton for some fish and chips and then going, not a fucking guy's here, innit? And then leaving with a scowl on their face. Fucking seagulls and queers. If they put that effort into actual work, we might actually get stuff done. Right, where can I get some nice siding? Like some wooden boards, wood paneling, there we go. European walnut. Nah, not Europe. We're underdog, blitz spirit, innit? American walnut, those fucking Yanks, give me wenge. We only deal in wenge here. Dark wenge. Get a cup pattern on this. Go like French herringbone. French! We only deal in English herringbone. French parquet! How fucking dare you? And then cut pattern size bigger, probably. Rotation like that. That's good. If so, it's British in the search bar. Does anything pop up? How bad does this look? Pretty bad. I actually think that needs to be smaller. Yeah, that's pretty fucking grim. Jesus, can I turn on this light at all? Hang on, where's the light switch? Oh god, it's dingy. Oh. Put it up a little bit on the windows as well, just to really make everything grim. Is this still the Apocalypse Bunker or a different property? Different. This is an authentic English pub. It goes out of business because it's too authentic. Making a pissed off pub now. Around here, lovely. We'll keep the beams up, that's fine. Oh, really horrible. All the way over here. Keep going. I'm just going to do it all around the edges of this. Just really hem ourselves in. Still even haven't looked upstairs. Making a traditional English bowser. Is this accent getting tiresome for anyone else? Tough. I mean, this is all secondhand knowledge and things like watching Emma watch Coronation Street and Only Fools and Horses. Because this is... I have no familiarity with this world. I think the only time I've set foot in a pub is with my parents or with Emma when she needs to go to the bathroom there. And she's like, oh, I'll have to buy like a Coke or something. Because neither of us drink, we don't go out there. The proprietors must be used to people walking and looking around then leaving. We need more. Give me more wenge. I need as much wenge as you can handle. My wenge supplier is rubbing his hands together like an evil little pixie. Nobody's bought this much wenge in years. Exclamation mark quote. What could Mikey have listened to instead? And it returns, Daddy's sauce, which is a real thing. That wasn't something I just said out of nowhere. Daddy's sauce is real. I don't like even saying that sentence. Yeah, Daddy's sauce is real. Well, maybe this whole wall is wenge. Just as a little wenge treat. There we go. It's so wengy. Now that's wenge. Alright, good stuff. This is wenge as well. God, I love wenge. Just like saying the word wenge. What's troubling is how accurate your interpretation is, considering you've never actually experienced it. I don't know, is anybody like a pub local here? Oh, this can be horrible wood. Yeah, I like that. This is yellow, though. We need yellow. Yeah, sort of more disgusting yellow. This yellow's too nice. We don't want fancy yellow. We want smoker's yellow. A long time ago? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's... parts of it sound nice. I have to say, it would make me miserable. Like, it would make me so miserable I would die. But I guess I sort of get it, maybe. This needs to be a bit higher, so it's framed by the wenge. Yeah, there we go. Look at this, it's only a little bit fucking disgusting. this wallpaper goes around a bit longer. There we go. I used to be before the EU ruined it. Bendy bananas! Price of carling's gone up, innit? Can't even eat a bendy banana in your local pub without being called a fucking racist. Maybe I should put up a formal apology to the people of England for some of the things I do. Fucking Boris would have gotten us out of this mess. I'm gonna have to move this alligator photo. Put that here for now. Here we go. Oh, sell this, please. Ugh, buttons. Sell, sell, sell. No levity in here. You're not here to be happy. You're here to get pissed. The main reason I did it is I thought they were all my friends. It turned into backwoods town cliques before I knew it. Hardcore locals get very, very clicky. Or cliquey. I don't know which is the more appropriate pronunciation, but I've always said click. Oh, lovely. This here's the piss nook. Old tinsel at a pub that they hadn't taken down in years is legit. Oh, God. I'm glad I don't go to these places. Ah, my whinge! No, that's not whinge. What is this? What wood are you? Neutral beach. Okay, you can stay. As long as you know French. Because we hate the French for some reason I don't really understand. We hate them though. That's lovely. And now we need to... you know what? It's just going to be the same thing all the way around. I think just keep it simple. Your stream is a safe place to vocalize my disenfranchisement with the English. Lovely. Go over here. I'm sure I've sent a picture in the Discord at some point of the pub that is closest to me. They have a little mural outside painted on the wall, and it is the most bafflingly shit painting I've ever seen in my life, and it makes me laugh every time I see it. Oh, my fucking beach or whinge or whatever the fuck it is. I'm gonna need to fix that, fuckers. Ugh. Hang on. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Is it on my phone or something? I'm just gonna type... It's such a good mural, it has a little clam. I'm just gonna type the word mural into my chat. Nope, don't see anything there. What about in this chat? The word mural. Another group chat I'm in. Yep, there it is. Right. Just gonna show this. This is the mural that is outside the pub that is near my house. It is bafflingly shit. I love it so much. It's all the things associated with my town. One of the single worst towns in the country. Fucking hell, it's awful. But I do love the tiny little clam down at the bottom. Hang on, let me bring this up full size. Jump to message. How do I do this? Right click. Open link. There we go. Zoom in a bit. Look at that little clam, baby! Oh, little clam! He's just looking out, it's so cute! Show clam, Tinder quote. Awful. Anyway. Because my town is associated with, I guess, horse racing, but I actually have never heard that. Vikings, it was a Viking settlement. It's associated with golf because there's a golf club, I guess. It's got a famous lighthouse. It's got a famous clock tower. It's got hurling, I suppose, like everywhere else. It has a really unfortunate active greyhound racing track. And Walter Raleigh was the mayor, so I suppose that's meant to be Walter Raleigh. And the Iron Man competition runs through it, so I suppose that's meant to be that. The fucked Walter Raleigh, I love it. And I think this is the guy who owns the pub, maybe? I don't know. I love the Viking with broken legs. It's so poorly painted. I love it. It's like they got the woman who did Monkey Jesus to be like, yep, let's get this commissioned. Go back to the game. Maybe I'll get that and put it outside. You can do custom paintings in this. Hang on, a story. Ooh, I've clicked out of the game. At uni, we were on our way to somewhere, but got a bit lost, as we're all new in town. We stopped at a pub to ask directions. One went in while we waited outside, since 6 people coming in to ask for a direction seemed weird. 20 seconds, he comes speedily walking out and says we should go now. It was like they could smell the not from round here on him, and according to him, turned aggressive. Lovely. Let's put the mural to all these events occur concurrently. You were like, look at this, and we crossed the road for it. I love looking at it, because it's so bad. It's such an embarrassing painting to have in your town. And I'm like, it's so good. But yes, I did do that. Just get all this wallpaper done, and then we can re-wenge the wall that we fucked. Not in like a Reddit cum wall way, but in like a we accidentally laid the wrong wallpaper way. We're all familiar with the Reddit cum wall. Like the piss trough for Redditors. You just get this down here and then just whap it in there. That's whapped. Then copy this style. And it's mahogany. Oh, what a fancy place we're in! Oh, lovely. Oh, this is disgusting. Look how modern this is. You've got a television in here. Ugh. Disgusting. This is a horrible place. A horrible pub. I'd rather this pub than this pub. This is disgusting. Also, it's alligator themed. Why the leopard print? You always say these. We're all familiar with X things so confidently. I honestly can't tell if I'm familiar or if it just seems realistic. From what I remember, it was a story about a guy who basically was like chronically lazy and didn't want to like do any effort to get rid of his cums. So instead of disposing of his cums, he would just roll over in his bed, come against the wall, and then just roll back over and go to sleep. And then eventually, like, it started creating fumes and maybe mushrooms grew on it and stuff like that. Are we on cum wall now? Alright. Why is there a Dave and Buster's upstairs? I'm familiar with that from films. It's like some sort of children's arcade. I do like this coffee table. That looks old as fuck. Hang on. Reddit cum wall. I've been coming on the gap between my wall and bed for 5 years and it's beyond gross. Then why do it? I adopted this bad habit of jerking off and coming in the space between the wall and the edge of me bed. I'm getting a call, hang on, from work. Oh god, it's my nightmare. It was routine and fine. But yeah, the cum wall. I've tried various times to stop nutting on the wall, but failed. My horniness is bigger than the worry of fucking my rune up. The smell. This makes me feel like scum. There's cum everywhere. Once I came on a trash bag. The wall is an unplastered brick wall. The floor is cement. Do you live in a prison? Visual proof. Fuck me. Fucking hell. Jesus. Oh, that's too disgusting to show, genuinely. Right, cool. Let's go back here. Screen cut out entirely. Nice. That is, that's one of the worst images I've seen in a while. Resume game. Sell this mattress, sell this, sell all these televisions. We don't need anything like that. Sell the pool tables. Couches. I mean, do we even need an upstairs? Do pubs have upstairs? What's upstairs in the pub? Just more pub? Sell everything. Start from scratch. Don't need any of this stuff. The cum wall has to be against TOS. Talking about the cum wall mustn't be. Looking at the cum wall might be. Pool room? Do British pubs have pool? They'd have snooker maybe, right? Which I imagine is the same table. I don't know. I think I brought this up in a video recently. I don't really know the difference. Billiards, not swimming. Reminds me of an episode of Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares where he was looking around the bathroom with a black light for some reason. Get back in the kitchen, Ramsay, for fuck's sake. It's not Ramsay's cum stain nightmares. Awful. The first rule of cum wall is we don't look at cum wall. Mainly pool, snooker at Q clubs, etc. At least around here. Alright, maybe there can be a pool table. That light's too fancy over there. So get rid of all this trash. Sell the pool cues. We'll just get new ones. Darts would be good. Slot machine, yes, like a fruit machine. Yeah, we need a fruit machine. We need dartboard. Those are definitely things. Obligatory pool table, yes. A knackered dartboard. Lovely. A photo of the Queen. Sell that. That's too twee and posh. I hate it. Anything else to clean? Yes. More graffitos. Oh, they can stay. That's fine. Sell all of these blinds. We don't need blinds here. The walls are going to be too smoky and dirty to even need the blinds. A scarf of an arbitrary football team on the other. A TV mounted in the corner. There we go. These are all things I can do. Love me local, love our king. Oh. Do they actually have photos of the king in pubs? I thought that was just an Ulster thing. Stuff. It's all coming up Millhouse. From the ceiling, mind you, showing some rugby. Copy this. Oh, it's all coming together down here, actually. I think the floor might need to be darker. Floor is a bit bright for what I want. Oh, look at that. If you do the billiards, half the balls have to be missing or strewn about the property. There's so much graffiti in this fucking room. Did bears live here? Who did you let in? I was in a pub a few years back, actually, during an English versus Irish rugby match, and Ireland won. We all became very quiet and polite. Are England good at rugby? It's been a while since I've seen rugby. Are England like a good rugby team? I know Ireland at least were when I was watching rugby. With my parents and my brother were kind of into it. They're pretty good. We weren't on that occasion. I need to change this style, please. Make it... That's disgusting. No, don't copy the style. Change the style. There we go. No, thank you for the sub. That's very kind. Let's make it that. Yeah, that looks better. That looks so much better. Oh, perfect. Needs to be a bit darker and grimmer. Oh, might need some carpets in here, like horrible, disgusting carpets. We should get some lights in as well. Oh, it is 3 years. That's too long. There. I want to make sure the plugs are around. Although I don't know what you'd be plugging in a pub. What's in here? What the fuck is this? I guess this is where the landlord and landlady live, right? Do they live above the pub? Is that how pubs work? It looks like there's an upper floor as well. Is there more stairs around here? No? Where's the other staircase? There's definitely more stairs. Maybe there's a secret door somewhere. I'll start selling things. Just want a clean slate. To me, the existence of rugby is a lot like the if tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound question? I don't understand. I would say rugby is extremely popular and watched here. More so than football, probably? Rugby more popular than football? I don't know. I think hurling's probably bigger than both, but that doesn't mean, you know, it's Irish. It would be, I suppose. Like, football is watched here, but I hear more about rugby. I think it's because Ireland are significantly better at one than the other. Like, Ireland, I think, are famously shit at football. Like, historically shit at football. But they like rugby because they're better at it, basically. I think we were, like, top 10 in the world at some point. I don't know what we are now. Over everything. I've never met anyone who watches rugby, but I am an American living in Thailand. I don't know how popular rugby is internationally. Like, outside of the countries that play rugby. Like, who's into rugby? Australia, New Zealand, England, Ireland, Scotland. Italy, France? Is anybody else into rugby? South Africa into rugby. I don't know who else is in the world. Italy, Argentina, and Georgia? I wouldn't have guessed those last two. What's a good pub light? This is going to be the wallpaper, by the way, in here, because this is going to be where the landlord and landlady stay. But I am concerned. Why can't I get up to the top floor? There's a window there. And there's clearly something up there, but I don't know how to get into it. I might need to knock through a wall. I wish I had a floor plan. Like, there's gotta be a staircase in here, right? Maybe not. Maybe? Maybe like here? This must be a staircase? I'm gonna knock through it and just see what happens. We can always put it back. Nope. That's not a staircase. Maybe I have to provide the staircase. Let's just put that back up. Lovely. Fiji and Samoa. Oh, yes, I could have guessed those. Buy a ladder. Kind of a Southeast Asia sport. Oh, no. Trying to get not to get run over by a scooter is popular in Thailand. Have you ever seen a Georgian person? No, I have not. Are they big lunkheads? Like, are they rugby types, basically? Like Irish people are. Like, Irish people have the rugby phenotype. Where it's like, yeah, you're a big lunkhead. Yes! Move this back, probably. This too. Come on, just... Is that right? There. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Big old guy heads on them. Let's look at the light fixtures. Lights. What would be good in a shit old pub? We need ceiling lights. That might be okay. They're too modern. A lot of these are too modern. And some of them look old enough to be hipster. And we don't want hipster either. We want, like, in the middle where it's just shit. Like that, maybe. That's way too fancy. They can have one or two of those, but, like... that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Giraffe print with tassels. Just with a different style on it. That's pretty hideous. Or that. Yeah, actually, you're right. It's something like this. It's so expensive to look this trashy, apparently. Put it, like, here. We don't want it exactly there, actually. Hang on. Move it somewhere else. How many lights do we want in here? We kind of want it to be quite dim. Let me put it, like... We'll use these tiles to line it up. Like... There. Yeah, okay, that's a bit better. And I'm going to change the style to be dimmer. Like, brightness down to, like, 35. We don't want it too light. And maybe a bit more yellow as well. There we go. It's fucking disgusting. Then we copy and paste this a few times. Like over here. 3 in. 3 out. Like that. Wonderful. Then over here as well. Does the ceiling change pattern? What the fuck? The ceiling changes patterns right here. What an insane thing. Why is that the way it is? This must be like where there was a room different, or like this is where the attic is or something. I might need to put some stairs here. I'm gonna wall this off and put some stairs here. I can actually get... Oh, but then I need to move this fucking balcony. That's not worth it. Oh, we'll figure something out. I'm going to change this ceiling, though. Copy the ceiling tiles. Lovely. This is a nice relaxed time we're having right now. Just gradually replacing everything. When we notice it's fucked. I think we're nearly out of houses for this game, by the way. Like, there's a couple of big ones left, as in physically huge ones. Because they put out a co-op DLC, like free update thing for this game. Like, maybe 6 months ago or something like that. And so they included some huge houses, like a warehouse and a series of shops in like a strip mall thing. So I have access to those as well, but those will be like annoyingly huge to fill up. But once those are done, I think they're done. And maybe I'll leave it for another 8 to 10 months for them to update. This is going to be yellow in here. This is so dim. Maybe I should make them slightly less dim. Hang on. I make you like up to like 50 instead. That's a bit better, I think. Now I can match these up. Oh, not quite, because they're like half off. Fuck you. I hate it when things don't line up like that. So it needs to be like 3.5 from the wall here. 2, 3.5. And then 1, 2, 3 here. There we go. And then down here as well, like directly across. 3.5 is about here. Does that look right? It does look right. Oh, wonderful. And then we'll have one more in like the middle. Wherever the middle of this ceiling is. Maybe like there? Is that the middle? I wish you could do like a Photoshop thing where you could just like sort evenly, like select these three things and then just say like, with that as the middle, like compress these two, or like put this in the middle based on these two. Because I don't want to count tiles, that's irritating. That looks middle enough for me. This place is disgusting. Let's get some wallpaper. Horrible wallpaper. Oh. Horrible wallpaper. I've gone quietly because I'm very intently watching while crocheting. Blue leaf. I mean, this almost looks nice. It can't be that. Clouds? That's disgusting. Botanical wallpaper is too fancy. Geometric shapes don't work. Fish is insane. I don't know about the fish. The damask wallpaper. Ooh. Botanical was downstairs. Ornate wallpaper. Sure. It's like, we're fancy, but we're not loud about it. We're understated. We'll make this like a disgusting brown. Yes! And then what about the accents? The accents can be like a green. No, not green. That's too bad. Grey, black. That looks pretty good. Maybe like a dark brown. An olive. Oh, like a dark olive. Wallpaper is a sin. I agree. I think it is actually, it should be illegal to have. Oh, now that's coming along. There's an alarming variety of fish wallpaper in this game. I guess the developers just like fish. Maybe this is a Polish thing that I don't understand. It's like, yeah, we all have fish wallpaper in our dorms or whatever. You're crocheting a pig. There is a guinea pig cameo in my latest YouTube video where she was wiggling around in my room for about 3 hours and just refused to leave, even though she kept like looking up at the door handle and intimating that she wanted to leave. She's basically turned into the cat. Lovely, nearly done. And we'll get the same wenge up here, I suppose. We'll wenge it up. Yeah, I'll wenge up here. Where's my wenge? I guess I'll just copy it. Wenge it. I'm crocheting a little mushroom guy. Wenge. Wenged! Oh, that looks perfect! Look at that! It's gonna be so miserable in here! Taco Pig was doing strange stuff with Frodo Celery. Yeah, I don't know what's gone wrong with her. Something. If you don't know, Taco is our cat, and she gets on with the guinea pig okay. But the other day, she started sort of rolling around and nuzzling at the guinea pig's celery pieces. And we cut up some celery for her and put it on her little treat plate. And just wouldn't stop for a while, and I don't know why. She also eats a lot of bread, or she's not supposed to. We don't give her the bread, but she tries to steal the bread. She's just gone a bit wrong, and I don't know why. Emma's taking her to the vet, actually, later this week, I think. Lovely. Oh, it looks so perfectly dismal in here. None of these things are crimes. I was going to say maybe a vet trip. Yes, I was bringing her to the vet. She also got fleas recently, and they're mostly gone. But that was annoying. I mean, she's also getting quite old. Like, I mean, she's not ancient. She's like 15-ish. But that's kind of getting on for a cat, right? It's not like old, but it's a little old. It's at least middle-aged. So she might just be going weird. Oh, I love the cheap radiators. We absolutely have to have those. starting to feel like I might have actually been to this pub. Out of surface finish. No! My whinge! Perfect. Whinged up. Now more wallpaper as well, because we're out of that too. 15 is old for a cat. They can reach 20 in some cases, but not all that often. Yeah, both our pets are getting on. Like, Frodo is... oh god, she's like nearly 5, I think. And guinea pigs usually only last till about... anywhere from like 5 to 8, so she's getting on. And they're both like old middle age now, I think. Taco and guinea pig. And yet, if anything, Taco is becoming more annoying and bouncy and less infirm. Like, it's becoming quite irritating. She's constantly jumping around everywhere. Our dogs are 5 this year too. It terrifies me. Dogs can live a while. Well, I don't know what dogs you have. The big boys tend to die earlier, right? I think it's like the biggest boys. But like my dog lived till she was like 15, 16, something like that. Like a Jack Russell mix. Yeah, I know nothing about dogs, basically. I last had a dog when I was... oh god, how old was I when my dog died? I have no idea. A teenager, so it's been a long time. Little yappers die quicker than I thought. Any pure breed dies faster. That's true. Because they're full of incest. Not really conducive to a long, happy life. Right, that's pretty perfect. I'm just going to whinge up this door frame a little bit. There we go. I'll get whinged. And then... why can't I open this? Oh, it's because there's windowsills here. There shouldn't be windowsills. Perfect. Look at that. I'm gonna get this changed too. Can I copy this onto this? Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. This is looking better. I mean, it's so dim and horrible. Maybe it's not looking better. I'm gonna have to raise the light level in here. This needs to be up to like 70 maybe. And then copy style to these two. I mean, a lot of the light is just going up into the ceiling. There we go. That's dim. Floor lamps. Let's just put a horrible little radiator a bit more central. Like that. There we go. That's our horrible little radiator. I mean, it is night. You know, it's meant to be dim. It's meant to drown your sorrows and then pretend you're dead up here in the dark. Good stuff. In here, it's very dim, but we're not really doing anything in here yet. And then there's bathrooms. This is where the piss trough is going to come in. Down here, we need lights as well. Okay, give me these lights. Oh, I didn't mean to sell them! No! Okay. Calm down, it's fine. We were about here. Yeah, that looks kind of central. Back room for illegal gambling. That could be it, but... is gambling illegal in England? But this could be... this is like an English pub in America, maybe. So gambling's illegal there for some reason, right? It comes up in King of the Hill. Another thing where I'm like, really? But you have Vegas. And then I'm like, oh yeah, they have like the federal thing. Everything's a bit topsy-turvy there. Illegal gambling, the kind where you lose fingers. But okay, yeah, that looks alright. And more down here. Maybe about here? Yeah, I'm okay with this. That's kind of alright. It's like spoons and that you have to walk miles to get to the toilet. This light's disgusting. This gets replaced as well with one of these. There Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Look how good this is starting to look. And then we need to get some yellow paint there. Did we do yellow paint? Hang on. Give me the piss yellow again. I've never gambled either, by the way. Like, I don't do gambling, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I'm comically boring. I'm the most boring person in the world. I have no life experiences. This is starting to look like a horrible fucking pub. Oh, it's so dark. Hang on, can this... That can turn on, but it doesn't have a light attached to it. Ah. Is there any other ones? Because this is good. Same lights, whatever. Same lights everywhere. Put 2 of them in here, maybe? Like there and... there, right above the doorway. It's kind of gross. Oh, it's so horrible. I don't gamble, but I am drunk right now. Oh, and I forgot about the brown carpets. That's a stroke of genius. Brown carpet all the way out here, too. Brown carpet's really good. I mean, it's not, obviously. It's disgusting, but we need brown carpet all the way to the toilets. And then in the toilets, too. Fuck it. Brown carpet in the toilets. You should have a light that doesn't turn on. Yes! Yes! Perfect! No signs, obviously. You want people to get lost in here. And then this needs to be yellow as well. Hang on. Where's the paint? Did I already sell that paint? I'm so dumb. Why am I so dumb? The ceiling should be this. I don't know about the walls. We want more wenge, maybe. Or maybe continue the tile. I'll definitely do the ceiling. How are the product getting on? Welcome. Toilet carpet, I wish I had a puke emote. I mean, I think it is deranged to have carpet in a bathroom, but it is a thing. Mainly old people. I don't know why. Because they understand what liquids do, right? They know what's going to happen. This was yellow, right, as well? There you go, yellow that ceiling up. Really horrible yellow. I've lino and it's not much better. Lino is also pretty disgusting, yes. I would never consider lino in a house. Thought makes me cringe. It's rented. Some of that going. Oh, look at that wenge. Oh, it's so wenge. Fuck, that's wenge. My grandparents had lino in their old council house when I was a kid. And it just makes me think of, like, basically water damage and sadness. I had a lovely time at my grandparents' house, but they didn't like it. And it was a very grim house, looking back. Put that, like, here? And then this here? There we go, wonderful. That almost looks nice. It doesn't look nice, really, but it almost looks nice. Like, everything was the cheapest wood and lino and particle board, and just a horrible place to be. I did not like that. Looking back, it's an ugly house. They moved, and I think the council redid it all because they would need to. Floral wallpaper here? Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking floral wallpaper. An orange. To go with the brown. This place was last renovated in the 1960s. This is proper upholstery. If you call it upholstery when it's on a wall, probably not. Proper interior design, this. Kevin MacLeod is salivating somewhere and he doesn't know why. Although maybe not. I think those shows usually go like, I'm a barber and my wife is a part-time preschool substitute teacher. We're spending 4.2 million to build our own Neolithic tomb-inspired house. And he goes, I don't really like reality TV. I'm sure I've ranted about that before. But I kind of like Grand Designs. Just because I like that smug man crushing the dreams of annoying people. I think it's fun. I'm taking off the ears, by the way. That is honestly like a finished room. Like, can this even get better? Oh, this window needs to be fixed. That's what needs to change. Copy style to there. Yes, lovely. Also, I'm going to move this over here. Just because it's the most inconvenient place for it to be, considering where the toilet is. Like, they'll have to, like, lean forward awkwardly. And I like that. This place doesn't respect you. Yes, the carpet is so bad. I love it. I'm so happy with the carpet. Right, in here is Smoker's room. This is going to be done later. This tile I actually think is really good. I like this tile. And I'm going to get the thing here, this disgusting ceramic, and put this around the edge, because this is going to be where the kitchen is. Like halfway up the window, like here. Why is this window open? These windows have never been opened. What was that? Immediately. Here and here. Here. I love Grand Designs when it's gone massively over budget. The couple have since divorced and the fella's just trying to finish the house to sell. Turns out we didn't get planning permission and the locals really didn't like us. So, my wife's dead and I'm selling off the land so I can pay for a funeral. We're planning to use papier-mâché and corned beef. Kevin with a simultaneously encouraging and scornful tone. Well, it's a bold move. It's fun. Again, it's maybe the only reality TV I can think of that I don't outright despise. I kind of despise everything else. I've heard decent things about Great British Bake Off, but I'm never going to watch that, let's be honest. It's just too twee for me. It looks like it's made of twee, and I just wouldn't be able to handle it. Oh, I have some rubbish out here. Alright, what paint or what do we want on these walls? Some horrendous hosts. Yeah, that's true. I did see that at one point, like, fucking Matt Lucas was hosting, and I was like, Jesus, how far this has fallen. What the hell? I thought it was Mel and Sue, who I like. Everyone likes Mel and Sue. They're national treasures. Why the fuck is Matt Lucas here? He's not a national anything. Except maybe shame. I think the Great British Bake Off is the show I've seen clips of, the people not knowing what any foreign food is. Yeah, they are infamous for doing things like, it's Mexican week, make a taco. And then the British people going like, what the fuck's that? Oh, it might have beans in it. I heard those Mexicans like beans. We're going to slop some beans in a shell. And it's just international like audiences going like, oh god! Please, not those. I for sure saw a taco episode. There we go. Let's change the style. What color is this? Let's change the material to rough sand-faced plaster, because that's disgusting. And then a sort of drab cyan. That's better. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Really looks like no care has been put into it at all. I like it because I enjoy food-based TV. What I saw last, maybe a year or two ago, was a family wanting to redo a house in London. Went with concrete everything, wanting to build a mould for the house and just pour it in. Then it rained for 18 months. 4 years later, the child's room was an unfinished cement box with a couple of pictures stuck on the wall like a kidnapping victim. It's just insane people being gently mocked, but maybe not realizing that they're being mocked, which is kind of fun. Like Kevin MacLeod going, yeah, like, you know, that's a bold move. And clearly being like, you're a fucking idiot and this is not going to work. I think my mum and dad like The Great British Bake Off, but like it was on their television in Spain last time I went there. And I was like, I don't think I vibe with this. I don't really watch any food programs. The closest I get is Tasting History on YouTube, which I like. I would recommend that. It's like a food history show where a very intense American man makes historical foods and tries them. He's got the eyes of a serial killer or a shark, but it's a good show once you get past that. Your family lives in Spain? Yeah, my parents do, and my uncle. It's the Irish stereotype. Well, the Irish stereotype is either you go to Spain or Canada or Australia. Sometimes America now. That's kind of tailed off. For various reasons. Yeah, they live in Spain, and I hate Spain. Like, I hate the weather, I hate the food, I don't like it at all. So, I'm going over in October. Mid to late October, I'm going over, assuming my passport comes. And I'm not massively looking forward to it. But I haven't been in like 2 years, and they're like, you should come over and visit. I'm like, oh, fine. It's like €60 a plane ticket, I have no excuse. I might watch MasterChef again now that they got rid of the sex pests. It's bizarre that both of them ended up being sex pests, right? I hated MasterChef so much. That was another one my parents would watch. I fucking despised that show. I hated the narrator as well. Thought the all and all ended up in England, coming over here taking our jobs, innit? At one point. Alright, let's make this piss yellow as well. Perfect. No, give me the paint. And then we're pretty much ready to put furniture in the bottom part. Oh, that's so good. Smell this. Don't need fancy lights. They're disgusting to me. Look at that. We need like a yellowed, faded, gross lights. You know what? No fan either. You don't get a fan. This isn't the smoking room. You get one single one of these in the kitchen. There we go. Now this is a kitchen. It looks like it reeks. Then in here will be like where they dish it up, I guess. I don't know what we're doing in here, to be honest. Maybe it's just an open hole. Maybe this is where we store the mops and stuff. I don't know. I've just come back after rinsing my nose. Weird, I know. Did we find the upstairs? Is that like a neti pot? I've heard the concept of a neti pot before. That might be a brand name, I don't know. I'll sell that for now. This is looking okay. This is looking alright, and I like these tiles. I mean, they're the worst tiles in the world. But I like them. I've decided now. Yes, I got bad sinuses. Those work. I've been sort of like curious about them. They look weird and slightly uncomfortable. But that doesn't mean they don't work and are cool. Right, what do we want? We want an oven. What's like the shittest oven you have? The absolute worst oven. Large appliances. This one is pretty cheap and bad. Your car is way too expensive. The oven Michael, too expensive. I think it's going to be this, the Brooks oven. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. That's absolutely horrible. What's a hob that you have for me? Give me like a cheap hob. What's your cheapest hob? Give me the Abigail. Put that on there. Here we go. We've got a hob. We've got an oven. What more do you need? Maybe A kettle and a microwave. They need a microwave. We've got cabinets. Standing cabinets. Brooks. It's like, literally just shunt that in over here somewhere. Where can this go? Maybe just like that and put a kettle on it. There we go. In case they want tea. They failed to cook chips all the way. They don't even have a deep fat fryer because I don't think this is in here. Please tell me where we are. Did we find the upstairs? I don't think we found the upstairs. No. I don't know where the upstairs is. Like, there's no stairs. I might have to find or build a staircase up to the upstairs. Unless it's outside somewhere. These toilets are fucked. But they're going to be replaced by a trough, so it's okay. A beautiful trough. It might not even be an upstairs. I don't know if the ceiling is actually high enough to have an upstairs. It might just be a decorative window. Yeah, it's quite flat. It might literally just be a turret. Can we just hammer in a vaguely upwards direction? We can. I will in a bit, probably. What next? Is that all we need for a kitchen? I'll give them a sink. I'll be benevolent. And a microwave. They need to heat up the beans. Put a fan here. It's like a really horrible fan. And a vacuum cleaner just against one wall. I want you to come in here and go, oh, I'm never ordering anything off this menu. They don't really even have a menu. They just make you toasties if you want it. Kitchen hood. Yeah, we'll get them a kitchen hood. Why not? You can have a kitchen hood. And then a sink. We need a sink. Which would be in cabinets, functional cabinets. Like a tiny sink. Look at that. Oh my god, you wouldn't even sell this to a student. So horrible. Where's the microwaves? What's the cheapest microwave you have? Probably that's €73 for a microwave. Yeah, alright. Oh, that's amazing. Put a microwave right there. Put a kettle on top of the microwave. They don't want to bother getting another shelf. There we go. Put a carpet in there, like a really horrible one. No, not pictures, obviously. A carpet. What carpet do we want? There's a doormat here. More doormats. Carpet limestone. Resizable. With a fringe. Oh, it has to have a fringe. Obviously it has a fringe. What good carpet doesn't have a fringe? It's absolutely fucking rancid. Yes. Yes, please. Oh, it looks like it's turned upside down because it got stained. Really horrible. And then they pass through the muck out here like, I ordered beans! We all ordered beans. It's all we eat. It's all we're allowed. Toasty and beans! All they have... I'm gonna make like a little chalkboard menu here that just has toasty and beans on it. Toasty and beans. £47. You want food or not, you fucking idiot? Lovely. Let's knock through these walls. We need to make a trough in here. This doesn't look very troughy right now. That's the hygiene rating of this establishment. When you growled then, I was worried the nobleman who adopts kids was drinking here. He wouldn't be caught dead here. More of an Epstein Island man. You keep breaking walls, lovely. Don't break too much. We don't want to like break through the outer wall. These little two. There we go, lovely. Oh, you know what? I'm keeping that. That little stain there. These two little stains below the below the hand dryer and the soap. They're staying. That fits too perfectly for my vision. It can't go. Perfect. Now get rid of these toilets. And these windows, probably. We don't want windows in here. Literally Bosch in it. If you could at least shout Bosch when swinging the hammer. These sinks. Get rid of these. Get rid of all of this stuff. It looks too modern, too fancy, too au fait. Clear these. Clear this. There we go. And where's my brown carpet? Carpet goes in here. Wonderful. I'm going to build up a little tile plinth and put some drains in it. And that can be the piss trough. Because you need somewhere to piss. If you're drinking as much as these people do. Lovely. We need a light as well in here, so I'm just going to duplicate the light out here. Wonderful. Is there just a bare bulb, actually? Can I get a bare bulb in here? Lights. Is there something that simple? Ceiling lamps. Is there just a hanging bulb? That's pretty disgusting. I love that. They don't have a bare bulb. Missed trick. It's too low to the ground. There we go! Yes! And then we need a tiled wall. Everywhere has to be brown, olive green carpet or sometimes bus seat patterning. Now we need... Oh, that's actually quite nice. I like that. It looks like an old man's jumper. That's pretty good. But we do need to build something now. Hang on. We need to build a piss trough. Which means we're going to need to get rid of these windows. Which might ruin the exterior a bit. So maybe the piss trough has to go against this wall here, or this wall, like this corner. It can be a corner piss trough, but then we have to get rid of the stain, which I guess might have to happen. Here for now. Not the stains. Did you know Staines is a real place in Britain? There's a place called Staines. There's also a place called Chaton. Just friendly information about that country. Right, tile. We need to build. Here. Like that. And then here as well. Out here. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit nicer. Good stuff. Staines, yes. My mum's boyfriend lives in Staines. Oh, that's tragic. Tiles. Checkerboard tiles. Herringbone subway tiles. Something that looks too hard to clean. Please. Something that looks like it should not be in a bathroom. So yellow grouting and brown tiles. Hello, Emma. Emma's here. Right. Then we get some... It does need to be white. The classic piss trough is white back. So, tiles, white ceramic. Please. Give me grey. Maybe like an off-white. Maybe like a very, very, very drab yellow. And then cut pattern, I guess like rectangles like that. Rotation up like that, and then there we go. That's nice. That's what we want. Oh, it's everything I could have wanted. Do you remember to get toilet rolls? I did, yes. Just about that high is probably enough. Look at that. It's so good. I also see some hooks. There shouldn't be hooks in the piss trough. Get your hooks out of my piss trough. And then we get the wallpaper that looks like a jumper. Chain style. We want the black to be maybe like a... I don't know. It has to be faded, whatever it is. A blue, a yellow, a red, a faded red. Warm yellow, faded yellow, something like that, maybe. Yes. Just to get you ready for pissing. Just here, I bought American sweets from that shop. You'd be onto a winner if you could do like an Artec ceiling, very old school. I don't even know what that is, so I might need to look it up. Is that the horse that kills itself in the Neverending Story? Look at the photo, fine, in a second. I'm wallpapering. Is that where there's maybe like swirls in the ceiling? I don't know, I don't know anything about ceilings. These windows are awful. These need to be like in line with the rest of it or else it's going to annoy me. Hang on. There we go. Perfect. Good. Site is Blue Star Asbestos. Oh god, that shit. Yeah, that's disgusting. That's really bad. I think there is that in this game. I might check. Hang on. I'll do the wallpaper and then I'll check that. I'm pretty sure that exists. You go down here and color code these doors. Wonderful stuff. Look at that. Oh, we need drainage. But we'll do the wallpaper first. I keep getting distracted by things. I'm like, we need to do this and this and this. I need to sell these blinds. Photo. Oh, it's fine. We can put it back. That item. What is this photo? I go to Discord. And go here. It's not the piss trough. It's sweets. Ugh. Okay, I actually don't mind Twizzlers because they taste disgusting in a way that appeals to me. Milk duds does not sound like a real thing. You can't call a sweet milk dud. Swedish fish? I think I've heard of those. I think they're like jellies or something. I don't know if these are anything you will like, Emma. Is there only one font you're allowed to use for American sweets? Milk duds are great. What the hell is a milk dud? I mean, I saw it there. Like chocolate and caramel or something. Where does the milk come into it? It just doesn't sound real. Sounds like what I'd say for a fake American sweet. Milk duds are just chocolate, and I like jellies. You can have the Twizzles. I will put some drains in the floor here and then check out the ceiling. Drain. We need like the long drains. Is it pool drain? That's exactly what we want. Why can't I put it in? Why won't it go in? Why can't I put drains in the floor? Hang on, it might be because I need to like hollow this out in some way. Like just have a lip and then have drains in it. Maybe. Like that. And then tile this as well. I don't know how this is going to work. Hang on. Yeah, now I can put drains in here. Perfect! Look at all those drains! Then more a herringbone tile, please. Lovely, get that properly done. It's perfect. It's everything I could want. Anything else we need to do here? I guess we just need to fix up this ceramic. Like this. And this. Oh. Oh, look at it. Look at the piss trough. It's so good. It looks like a little piss bath in a Soviet sanitarium. You don't want carpet in the trough, you monster. It's horrible. You just get in here, you just stand on this lip, balance in, and just piss in the trough. And then it might get washed away. You've never seen it get washed away, but it's not there when you come back. Amazing. Now let's look at this ceiling. What ceiling patterns can I get? Paint, yellow paint, faded, right? And then change style. Material. Rough plaster, radial, or Venetian plaster. What does the rough plaster look like? Smooth stucco, rough plaster. That is pretty good. It looks disgusting. Alright, I'm happy with that, actually. At least it has a little lip. You're not just pissing into the corner of a room, except you are. Oh, we should probably put sinks in here as well, although they're never going to get used. To the type of person that uses this pub does not wash their hands. Not that men in general do, that I've noticed. The devs never expected people would want to make a piss trough. That's odd. That's weird. This also needs to come down and down. Needs to be dim in here. There we go. Oh, yes. It's the carpeted piss trough walls room, clown walls room. Got those pissy fingers right back to the shared peanut bowl on the bar. The air dryer is right next to the piss trough as well, so it's just spraying the particles everywhere. Like, you're just not clean. It's horrible. Right, sink. What's the worst sink? Bathroom fixtures. Sinks. The Real, obviously. The Real is the sink we go to here. Perfect. And the soap is way over here. So there's gonna be like a weird soap stain in the carpet. Oh. My dad was telling me there's a study of UK pubs and they legitimately found a sediment of urine in the bottom of those bowls. Oh. I mean, I would believe it. It's disgusting. I would never eat from one of those bowls. Ugh, the thought actually makes me shiver. That's a really awful mirror. That's probably... No. Give me the duck. Right there. That's a pretty bad mirror. And it's offset. They didn't install it right. They put the nail in, and then we're like, oh fuck, it's wrong. Whatever. The peanuts are unsalted when they go in. Bang. And it needs like an old-timey radiator. Like one of the really old-fashioned ones. Which would be in installations, probably. Yeah, like one of these really shit ones. There we go. Right under the soap. Dive. Dive, the soap's always fucking cooked when we go up into the fucking piss trough. Deal with it. I'm not moving the fucking radiator. I find this more sensitive to the offensive to the sensitives than the orphanage. You can just smell this place and it's horrible. Get your hot soap. Comes out fucking solid. Why are you using soap? Are you fucking gay? Yes! I love it. It's absolutely perfect. This red carpet needs to go. It's way too fancy. Change this style, obviously. Like a grey carpet. Now that's what we want. Perfect. Obviously much better. Then we'll copy this style and do this a bit better. I'll fill this in. Oh, amazing. Amazing. It's working, everyone. I can't even read that message out loud. Pubs like this always have some sort of airlocked toilet, like usually 2 doors to get to them. I've had 3 doors once, but that was an ex-industrial warehouse. That's pretty bad. There's an airlocked toilet downstairs, kind of. There's like a corridor that leads to the toilet, like this, and then you get into the toilet. And this one's pretty bad as well. Actually, hang on. We need to now repaint the ceilings, because that ceiling here is fucking disgusting. I was about to say there's no actual toilet in here. You can only piss. You want to do more than piss, you do it in the fucking garden. I'm not paying for that. Let me copy this. Buy that, and we'll... off we go. How dare you? Don't even ask me for that. Yes, it just adds a little extra texture that we were missing. We needed that texture. It just looks more disgusting now. That's all you need. Really like water and smoke damaged ceiling. Not joking, some pubs like this have a caravan in the car park. What, for pissing and shitting? Oh, amazing stuff. And in here, do the same here. This game makes me so happy, and I can't really figure out why. Because I never make things... I mean, sometimes I make nice things. I made that lovely old couple's house recently. That was nice. But a lot of the time it's this. The damp patches. Indeterminate damp patches on the ceiling. Where do you think the piss trough runs off to? Those drains have been blocked since we moved in. You think we're going to play for a plumber? It just goes into the walls, innit? Give some texture. Lovely. Change the style of this. Brightness way down. Color way down. Confirm. There we go. Make it like yellow and horrible. When I was studying to do architecture, one of the early rules I learned was you need at least 2 doors between a toilet and any food prep area. It was almost 30 years ago. From what I've seen, I suspect the rule is no longer in effect. Yeah, my house doesn't have that. My bathroom adjoins to the kitchen. Because I live in a hell house. My house is awful. I hate my house. Really bad. And this is perfect. We haven't really furnished anything yet, but like, this is really good. I'm pleased with this. Let's do the ceilings over here too. It smells like a mix of tweed, piss, and racism. You ever think about moving? Yes, but I'm very poor. At some point we will. Lovely. Was there any other rooms we needed to piss up? Yes, the kitchen. How could we forget the kitchen? Is there a mod to replace the vacuum cleaner with one of our silly ones with the faces? I like Henry Hoovers. They're very cute. I wouldn't mind having a Henry Hoover. I don't know how expensive a Henry Hoover is. I think I considered it when I was buying my last Hoover. I was like, a Henry, at the classic, the boy. The boy that's a Hoover. That could be fun to have in the house. I don't know how good they are. Lovely stuff. But they're the Hoover. We've got a Hetty the Hoover. Ah! I find that very sweet. I just like that they're a boy with that sucks up. Don't know. They're a sucking boy. What more could you want? think we're pretty much clear here now. They're actually really good. Maybe you wouldn't think of it because of the face. I think that's all of the ceilings done. Pretty much everything cleared out. It's why you see them everywhere, tough bastards. I know they make like liquid ones that are really good, like used as like warehouse cleaners and stuff. This is all done. This is done. This is done. I think we're pretty much ready to populate this. Although I have been live for a while now and I might need to end. So maybe that'll come next time we play this game. We can populate it and maybe find a way upstairs. I'll go a tiny bit longer because I want to. We also have the exterior. So I suppose there's going to have to be like a beer garden or something. Like in this place. Look at the fucking state of this. Oh, we haven't even gone in here. Why is there a pool? Oh, people are going to drown in here. Maybe we keep the disgusting pool. We're fancy, innit? We've got a beer garden. Hetty is a filthy woman. She sucks at all. We have a shark that has a light. Oh, same! Yes, I bought the one that has a headlight. It's really good. And it always makes me think of that Vic and Bob song. I've got a new Hoover. I was like, I didn't know they came with headlights. It's so good. Let's put all the drinking English people into a wasp's nest. Like, we don't clean this. We don't know. It's a pile of shit. Yes, that one. I've got a new Hoover. I'm over the moon with it. Oh, whatever. The bins can stay there. The low maintenance filter. I lied. Everybody knows. I'm happy. I'm not really even a fan of Vic and Bob that much. Some of them, I don't know, like occasional one-off sketches, but like, in general, I find them, their weird outweighs the funny quite a bit. It's a little bit like Tim and Eric for me, where I like Tim and Eric okay, and I like some of their sketches, but a lot of the time I am like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's going slightly too weird for me. I like weird comedy. Bob Mortimer on his own is sensational. I agree. I like Bob Mortimer a lot. He's so funny on Would I Lie to You, you can forgive the blackface. I even watched a few episodes of that fishing series he did, and I was like, this is okay. It's even slightly less cruel than you'd expect it to be because they throw them back. Vic Reeves just dropped his stage name and does painting and calmed down. Yes, he seems to have mellowed out. I haven't watched that much. Maybe I should watch more Vic and Bob stuff. Yeah, we'll leave this. It can be nice. It's like, oh, we're actually branching out and we're going to be a wedding venue now. Oh, it's going to be lovely, babe. What accent am I doing there? It's hideously shameful to say, I didn't even know how much blackface we ironically have in this country until I encountered Dreya. I remember I was like, you know what, maybe I'll try and sit down and watch some Vic and Bob stuff, because I do like some of their sketches, and maybe I just haven't seen the right ones. And then, like, within minutes of putting on an episode, it was like, oh, that's them in blackface. And it was in, like, 1993, and I was like, oh, man. Like, you expect it from, like, Monty Python or something, some 70s nightmare. I mean, it's not good, you don't like it, but you know going in there's gonna be some. But then, when you watch something from the 90s or 2000s, you're like, fuck me, man. Why is this still happening? Why is it everywhere? And then you watch something from the mid-2000s like Mighty Boosh, and it's everywhere still. Oh, it comes up so recently in your comedy history, I know. Just gonna hoover up here. Noel Fielding did so much of it too, exactly. Like Mighty Boosh. If you have not watched Mighty Boosh since you were a kid, check out Mighty Boosh and marvel at how much blackface you've forgotten. Because there's a couple of ones you'll remember, and there's a few that you haven't. Robinson's Gem in the 70s and 80s had mascots. Oh. There was, I think this was in England as well, but there was an Irish ice cream, probably both areas. There was an ice cream that was sold in Ireland, at least, that was called a Golly Bar up until the 90s, I think. And, I mean, you can guess from the name what its mascot was. And if you look at, like, old ice cream ads, you'll go, oh God, really? Jesus. It doesn't exist anymore. And it looked shit. It was the most basic ice cream you could get. It was just like a block of vanilla ice cream on a stick. More hoovering. Lovely. That's not the hoover. It's like I didn't realise how much we imitate accents by reflex until I saw Dylan Moran do stand-up, basically demanding, why do English people do us back whenever we talk to them? That is true, yes. There's like a tier of when people are allowed to do accents. Like, English people aren't allowed to do accents of anywhere they've colonised, I think is a fair proposal. An American isn't allowed to do an Irish accent. Basically anywhere that's actively colonising someone. Not allowed to do any accents. Germans can do the same thing about you. See, I'm punching up. Because Germany is like a world superpower. I can do American accents, English accents, German accents. If you're a world superpower, and you're broadly the same race as me, then I can do your accent. It's fine. I didn't name the mascot because obviously not good. Probably automodded. Yeah. That leaves us with, hang on. Right, well, we've cleaned this out. We can do something with this next time. We'll have to replace this door. This door's disgusting. Change style. Yeah, that one. That's fine. This is when they've tried to be fancy and they've gone too far with it. This story is going to be, you know, rancid, piss-covered English pub. Tries to branch out, buys the field next door and tries to make an authentic secret garden store, beer garden, love. But then they just put a pool in it and everybody drowns. Can do Americans. Everyone hates Americans. That's a moon accent. I guess the clangers, so you can just go like... and just sort of be oddly melancholy. Be like a little felt mouse. I like the clangers. I think I've played a full episode of the clangers at one point on the stream. I don't know if my whistle came through on microphone, by the way. I don't know how my noise gauge is set up. This is looking pretty good. Those doors are rancid. Jesus Christ. We need to fix those doors and windows still. I'm going to do that now before I sign out. Copy the style up here and then over here. As an American, I can confirm. You, and then you, and you, and actually need to change those again because they shouldn't have windowsills. Otherwise the doors don't open. I had to check if the dogs responded to the whistle, but we got away with it. Treat! Sorry, that's so mean. Oh, dogs are so dumb. We'll clean off this graffito as well. Trees. I wish I could do that proper whistle. I think I've mentioned that before. I wish I could do like the, you know, I might actually have to give her a treat now. No. I wish I could do the like put your fingers in your mouth and blow and do the like piercing like farmer's whistle. I can't. I can just do like the tuneful whistle. Okay, Google, walkies. Hey Google, search Reddit cum wall. Hey Siri, Reddit cum wall. Alexa, play Reddit cum wall. Dreya would not give a dog a treat IRL. I've given dogs treats. God, this is disgusting. Look how horrible this is. Let's fix the ceiling a little bit. You're no better than my mum. Trying to activate everything. Alexa, let's go walk. Please, no. This is looking almost nice. I mean, nice is the wrong word, especially down here. Jesus. But it's coming together. You'd give a dog a treat to make it go away? Yes, I have done that. Because then they don't slobber on you and leave you alone for a few minutes. Or just kind of do that thing where they just, like, put their head, like, rest their head on your lap and just look up at you sadly. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Leave me alone. Go in the bin! Not the dog, but, you know, maybe. Depending on how slobbery it is. That's one of the main things about dogs I don't like, is how slobbery they are. I do that, to be fair. Why won't it go in the fucking bin? It just won't go at whatever. We stop saying treat out loud, sorry. Alright, this is kind of coming together. This satellite, they don't have satellite. Well, no, they have Sky, which is satellite. So maybe they do. They definitely have to be playing Sky Sports. So, that, there we go. Horrible looking. You put a dog in a bin. Like that Catwoman. I mean, I'd like to go in a bin. Like a wheelie bin, a clean wheelie bin. Just being wheeled around in that or rolled down a hill or something. I think that would be really fun. I think a dog would appreciate that. Are there buntings? There might be buntings. There's like, what's it called? Occasional decorations. Is there any buntings? No! Well, there's like Halloween bunting and stuff like that, but nothing with like our Queenie Liz or, you know, King Charles III or anything. Alright, that's where I'm ending for today. We will come back to this next time we play House Flipper. Finish this nightmare off. We need to decorate everything. Why is there so many satellites up there? We're getting rid of those. Do the beer garden. We need to finish this off. We're only about halfway through. We'll save. Lots of COVID-era social distancing signs. They were up in the guard station I was at today. I went into the guard station, and there was like a waiting room that I'm going to say could hold 2 people maximum, with no seating, and standing up, jam-packed. And there was like a thing on the floor saying, please remain 2 meters apart. And I was like, that's literally not physically possible. Thanks, though. Eat out to help out. That's very British. How'd that work out? How'd the whole eat out to help out thing work out? Did Rishi save everyone? The mole and panda? Ban. Right. I'm going to end there. I'll be live again tomorrow with Emma, speaking of mole. And we'll, you know, have some fun. There should be another video on Saturday or Sunday. So go to !YouTube and !links to find me wherever I am. Be good. It legitimately killed people. Thanks for asking. No. Right. I mean, we didn't do massively well either. But we weren't that bad. Jesus. Anyway, goodbye, everybody. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye!